Why were you so mean to Corky last stream? Oh, speaking of. So I was not mean to Corky. I would never be mean to Corky. But we're being gaslit by a bunch of people. What? We're both genuinely confused on that. But okay. You were pretty outwardly mean to her. See, that's how I know that like people are purposely trying to like it's very Team Corky, Team Amberlynn. It's very that. And we're not falling in that trap.
We'll get into that, Nightshade. We're gonna talk about that shit. Because let me be very clear about something. Both my arms are gonna get chopped off before I do anything involving the LCU, including going to give them information about anybody for any reason. It has been a weird time for me, personally, because in my, not personally, actually, on the internet, because in my personal life, 10 out of 10, great, I'm having a grand old fucking time. I'm really liking this new version of myself that I've been working on. How's your new friend? He's great. He's great, Kathy. I'm very proud of myself. There's so much you guys don't know. There's so much you don't know. There's so much I'm not talking about with my life, and I've been doing really good on like setting personal boundaries. But I also am like so excited and have so much I want to tell you guys. So I've been like treading that line. No, I'm talking to someone else. That ended very quickly. I just didn't really address it much. Thank you. Yeah. Just for anybody who's maybe like wanting to believe their conspiracy theories, no. They were obviously talking about the different Rose, this other girl named Rosie who I know nothing about. I've seen her try to I saw a couple clips of her like handing Amber's ass to herself, but
because it was views. You literally get paid for ad revenue.
It's not your money.
Okay, that's what you do, Amber. That's what you do. The second that you have nothing to say, you act like a fucking child.
Bitch, let me fucking speak. I was in a toxic relationship, and when your anxiety is that fucking high, bro, you are not.
Baby, I have borderline personality disorder.
I don't give a fuck about
borderline
your
personality
BPD,
disorder. You're not gonna come. You're not gonna sit there and fucking come for me. When at the end of the day, oh, there we go again.
Because that's all one at a time. One at a time, guys. One at a time. One at a time.
He's not the fucking boss. You can even ask Keem.
Well, I am the showrunner, though. As long as I'm here, I mean,
you
from
run
the sounds
show because
of it.
I don't know how, bitch. Imagine if I learned.
Well, you should learn. You should learn.
She's not going to be on the show. I do not want her on the show. I don't want her to make a penny.
I was like just scrolling on TikTok and I get a notification. Someone tagged me in something. And I opened the comments to try to figure out what's going on. And I realized it's an LCU clip. And I'm like, oh shit. Why am I tagged in this?
Oh, well, Amber, I came up here to tell you something. I'm going to have somebody named Rosie on my stream on Thursday.
No.
Put your fucking hands down, stupid bitch. Who the hell's Rosie? What is she?
I don't know. She reached out to us and she said she has a lot of lore on you. I don't want to know your lore. I just want to know what it is that people hate about you. That's all.
Rosie was somebody that tried out for Bus. She was one of the finalists.
Rosie is an ex-feeder, so if you want to like have some lore, I have some lore about her too.
Wait, really?
Really?
You're saying like
different Rosie? Are we talking about different Rosies?
Which Rosie are you talking about,
The
Tina?
Rosie I'm talking about is that.
That's not
all I know
the
is
same
she
one,
said,
you dumb bitch.
Is it?
I made a fucking promise to you, Amber. I promised you I wasn't gonna fucking release our text messages. I wasn't gonna turn on you. I wasn't gonna do beef with you. I've been saying that the entire time. Even when we had our conversations, when I was still nice about it because I didn't want to fucking fight with you. If you need to be cruel to make your money, be cruel to other people. Leave me the fuck out of it, dude. That's not fucking okay. Dragging me back into the global reaction content, which I know that's what this moment is too. I'm not blind to that, but I have a right to respond, and I have a right to do this. I do. I guess it's not that deep for me. Like, I was just commentating on shit that's publicly on the internet that a lot of people hold the opinion of, but because I am who I am, God forbid, I have an opinion.
I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Happy Friday. It is an amazing Friday. To anyone watching in real time, thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to our mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. So it's Friday. I was planning to go live. I dropped the edits video earlier today. I'm getting ready. And when I get ready, sometimes I check socials. I have something playing in the background. And I happen to go to the Amberlynn thread in my Discord. And when a conversation is moving pretty fast, I'm like, what's going on? I see a clip of Rachel the reactor. Emily the Feeder's former side chick. I say, what is this? I click on it and I immediately go to her channel. And I see the title. I said, hold on. Is this old stuff that she's surfacing? Or like, what is this exactly? I was not disappointed when I clicked on the video. And I want to make this so clear off top. Everyone included is a clown. All of y'all, clowns. But I happen to be entertained by clown behavior. For those who don't know, Rachel has reached out to Emily. Emily responded. Technically, you can say she might have been replying to Emily, but yes, we're going to get into that. We are going to get to Rosie, but this dropped and I immediately had to download and clip a couple of things because I'm just like, okay. So Rachel posted this video here. Amberlynn Reid lied about being kicked in 2025. her girlfriend emailed, and the rest is emailed me. And I'm just like, girl, this got to be clickbait. You know, like, this clickbait, cut it out. It was not clickbait. It was not. Before I get into some of the support we need, to just listen to this clip right here. We are going to listen to this clip right here. Rachel is one of those type of former side chicks that have no shame. No shame. And before Vera, I was about to look for your comment. Where is it? Actually, right here. Vera, the fact that you continued covering Rachel, you were on the money. I thought she was gonna bow out and then just come back and just give a little something, but she said no. She said no. And shout out to Vera. If any of my mods can please link her channel, I'd really, really appreciate it, because Vera has continued to cover Rachel as Rachel has, you know, kind of been getting her feet wet with the Amber content. But all I could think to myself is, oh my God, you ain't got no shame, bitch. No shame. None whatsoever. Let's get to this clip right here where she spells out reaching out to Emily. And may I remind y'all, Amberlynn has shut down all conversations having to do with Emily. But Emily is out here emailing and communicating, short communication, but communicating with detractors.
Lying when she says that Emily kicked her, or Emily is lying when she says she didn't kick Amber. They can't both be true. There has to be a liar. It can't be both. Their statements are mutually exclusive, so it's one or the other, okay? So this screenshot that I've shown is Emily saying that Amber was lying way back then. However, as I've said, I emailed Emily about this. So I saw the live, I saw Amber say, I've never lied about anything serious, and I thought, that's definitely not true. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to ask her. So I emailed Emily. Well, I replied to an email from Emily, as you can see here. This was from like 5 days ago. So January 29th, 2026, I emailed Emily and said, did you lie when you told me you didn't kick Amber on those 2 occasions? Emily replies, no, one word. This is from 2026, this January, like a couple of days ago.
I want to take a closer look at the email exchange. One moment. So January 22nd, literally a couple of weeks ago, Emily emailed Rachel, please don't talk about my child on your YouTube. A week later, that's when Rachel responded, did you lie when you told me you didn't kick Amber on those 2 occasions? The following day, Emily responded, no. She's saying she didn't lie. I want to remind everyone, Rachel technically still owes Emily money. If you are going to email me, even though, to be clear, Emily, based on these screenshots, because let's be clear, all parties involved are liars. Based on these screenshots, Emily reached out first. The only response, the only communication I would want from someone like Rachel is asking me for my Cash App, asking me for my Zelle, Venmo, bitch, location where you can mail my check. That's the only communication I would want. The fact that they even had this exchange, clowns. I saw that and I said, bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Does Amber know about this? Local bus is in about exactly an hour. Does Amberlynn know that her sweetest, dearest, soft love of a girlfriend is communicating with detractors, not just any detractor, the detractor that was Emily's side chick? Oh my God. And I want y'all to listen to this clip real quick, and I will get to the support. Thank you so much, y'all, for everybody pouring in with support. I want you to listen to this clip right here. In my opinion, Rachel is a scorned side chick. Because I listened to this and I said, oh, bless your heart. That's all I could say. Bless your heart.
She's going to be on the internet monetizing this content and profiting from this content and saying that these things happened when they didn't happen, then she needs her detractors and reaction channels to sit here and say, no, hun, let's compile the law, let's put it all together, let's look at the actual proof. And to top it all off, her own girlfriend has confirmed that she did lie again, even though they're trying to fix their relationship and they're in their healing era. Emily, you're a mug. Break up with Amber, focus on your child and your job, stop seeking out reaction channels and getting involved in all of this stuff. If any part of what you've said about Amber is true, you are fucking delusional for giving her another chance. It's embarrassing, frankly, that Emily is even giving Amber the time of day. Like, actually properly embarrassing and tragic.
It is embarrassing for Emily. It is embarrassing for Amber. And please believe this is also embarrassing for Rachel. There is no way in hell I would be communicating with Emily after all of that. Everyone included is clowns. I said, oh, you still feeling some type of way that they're back together. Can't relate. I will give, and remember, the bar is low. The bar is extremely low. I will give, I guess, a little bit of props. Based on these screenshots, it did seem as though flirting wasn't involved this time. Oh, this is embarrassing. I am entertained. I was tweeting, writing in Discord. When I tell y'all, I was rushing through my makeup. I said, oh, we are talking about this at the top of the stream. What's her name? Rosie was being dramatic, showing her ass yesterday, doing the most. And don't get me wrong, Amber's petty and was never a good friend. Let's be clear. That friendship was always going to fall apart. Fake as fuck, please. But when this dropped, I said, oh, we will be discussing this. We will be discussing. I cannot believe we are still here. You know what Rachel said? You know what? Rachel said this, in my opinion. Viewers are down, but I know how to get them back up. And she put on the cape of all capes, the supreme side chick cape, and she got to work. Tommy, Emily the Feeder, responded. She posted, she dragged out that video, let's be clear, but I get it. I'm a creator. I get it. Dragged out that video and she posted that. And you know where everybody's rushing? Just like my ass, right to that video, to that comment section. Oh my God. Amber. This is crazy. Let me close out the poll, get to some of the support, and get to Rosie. The purpose of this stream, I cannot believe. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that there's so many people, so many creators in this space that just never learn. It gives me content. I appreciate y'all. Shantel over there is still scooting and not scooting and doing whatever she's doing. See, this is why you still stay locked in just a little bit, even though they yell a lot and doing it. It always brings something. I am so happy I cover multiple people. Jesus. Okay, let's close out the poll. And I know this poll was a bit hard because I go hold you when I put it together. I was like, ooh, I don't even know. Thank you to everyone who voted. Let me end the poll. YouTube, don't play with me. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Vera. Congrats, boo. Charlie, thank you so much for the shout out. I just hit 10K, got a dip to take care for chickens. I'll be following behind. Shout out to you. Please mods link Vera's channel again. I love that for you. Congrats, boo. 10K. I know that's fucking right. Can we get it to 11, y'all, please? I personally like Vera's content. I really do. I like her perspective. I like her breakdowns. And I like the focus that she takes when it comes to the content. Please give her a try. Subscribe, go through a few of the content, and just take it in. Not everybody got to be sitting there screaming like a wild banshee, sounding like they about to. Anyways, that's not important. Shout out to Vera. Shout out to Vera. Let me get to this poll. Thank you to all 810 of you who voted. Which girl would be the first to throw a friend under the bus? 61% of you said Amberlynn, 22% said FFG, 12% said Shantel, and 5% said Rosie. You know what? I actually agree with this order. Amberlynn, FFG, Shantel, and Rosie. I'm actually with y'all with this order because I really was going back and forth between Amberlynn and FFG. I was just like, it really depends. But this order is actually pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Yeah, it's definitely pretty solid. I could fuck with that. I could fuck with that. Let me get to some of the support and we'll get into the dramatics of QuirkyLoveRosiee, because when she thinks there's an opportunity to be a victim, baby, she's gonna lean in. She is going to lean the fuck in. Never fails. Never fails. Let me see. Miguel, welcome to the Gold Cluster. I did see a few of you guys started before the stream even started. You guys were joining up, and I appreciate y'all so much. Miguel, welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Thank you. Castle King, welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are supreme, so you have access to the Discord, boo. Thank you. Sid, thank you for 15 months. QuirkyLoveRosiee Lynn Reid. Everyone always laughs at how Amberlynn calls her Corky instead of Quirky. But I like this better. QuirkyLoveRosiee Lynn Reid. I'll be using that in the future. Shout out to you. I'll be using that in the future. That's for damn sure. Thank you again, boo. Linda, thank you so much for the gifted membership. To the new member, please enjoy. You do have access to the Discord. Thank you. Sounds like a you problem. Shout out to you, boo. No, I'm getting my hair done right now. Might have to catch on playback. I'll drop pics in the Discord. Here, take my money. Thank you, boo. And yes, I always look forward to your pictures. If anybody's in Discord, you know she always delivers. Always. And shout out to you, boo. Thank you. Oh, speaking of, because that is my beauty godmother. Today's look, the purple, I'm using the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. Hold on. It's been used a lot, so show me some grace. But I went in... Oh, hold on. Actually, I want to be able to tell you the shade. Let me just wipe some of this mess off. Makita, I hope that's how I say it, Makita. But I went in with this purple right here. I mostly went in with that and then blended it out with my bronzer, my Fenty bronzer. Actually, I have it here. I go in with Mocha Mami. So sometimes I blend out with Mocha Mami, even though it's my bronzer and I use it as well. So Mocha Mami by Fenty. And then my lips is my regular that I always do with the gloss by Dose of Colors. I went in with NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cupcake. And I did use a little of Peach Please by Mented Cosmetics. But that's what's on the lips. But shout out to y'all. Thank you. I forgot who suggested it last stream. I'm pretty sure it was. Someone suggested purple. So I was just like, I got y'all, wear purple next stream. Thank you. Cap, I appreciate you. Thank you for 7 months. Beyonce's cousin is live yet again. Hello, Charlie. Hello. Hold on. Eyelash tall and ready to go. Sapphire blue purple is out of this space. Height of the day is 4'7". You ain't shit. That's not today's height of the day. I'll wait for a different suggestion. You lucky I like you. You see, we're barely into the stream. You see how I get bullied by my own people early on? Mind you, came in with hot tea and still get bullied. Thank you, Cap. Thank you so much for 7 months, boo. It's Naps. Thank you for 3 months. So happy to see you today. Happy weekend, girlies. Oh, Goldies. Thank you. And yes, happy weekend, y'all. It's Friday. I'm so happy to get into it. I actually got some really good news earlier today. So I literally woke up today. I was like, today needs to be a good day because there's been just stuff. Life be life. And I'm like, today's gonna be a good day. And today I got some really good news. So I'm happy. So I'm definitely going into the weekend feeling lighter, feeling good. And I wish that for all of y'all too, even through this mess, child. Laura Bunny, thank you for 6 months. Purple as promised. Yes, you're too good for this space. I appreciate you. I don't know if it was you who suggested it, whoever it was. Thank you for the suggestion. Listen, y'all, there's only so many things I can think of at once when it comes to clipping all of this. So when y'all give me color suggestions, I try to deliver because you literally just did the heavy lifting for me. So thank you so much, y'all. Hi, Travanda. Is that the real? No, that can't be. Hi, Travanda. Thank you for 15 months. You look beautiful as always. Thank you, boo. And thank you for 15 months. For a second, I thought you was the Travanda. I was like, ain't no way. But I appreciate you. Manda, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Girl, I thought I was late. So here for this reaction. Read her for filth, Charlie. Listen. We here to laugh at these clowns. Will we be reading them a bit? Sure. But truly, it's for Friday. We're going to sit back and genuinely just laugh at all these clowns. Rachel, Amberlynn, Rosie, clowns. Tommy, Emily the Feeder, whatever you want to call it, clown. And when I tell y'all, and I want to say this to any of my mods who have the ability to stream in Discord, baby, if you want to stream Local Bus in Discord while this is still going on, by all means, do your thing. I don't care how many eyes it takes away from this. There might be mess going on. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. I'm actually looking forward, like genuinely looking forward to a Local Bus, and they better deliver. Mercury, thank you so much for 7 months, boo. The girls are like water balloons. The more you wait, the bigger the mess when they pop. Oh, I love the way you said. Hold on, let me read that again because you ate. The girls are like water balloons. The more you wait, the bigger the mess when they pop. This fact is what gives me the strength to push through all the smugness. Yes. Actually, somebody take a screenshot of this. This needs to go on some type of wall when it comes to this corner of the internet facts. That's why we stick through and we stick with, even when it's dry or annoying, because baby, when these kind of things deliver, they deliver. Take a screenshot. Okay. Thank you, Mercury. K Buns. I have to actually I have to put your edit on my laptop, but K Buns made the cutest edit of Zach and I for Zach's birthday. She was a bit confused about the height, but then I realized what she was trying to say is like Zach's as hot, as tall as a skyscraper, and I'm as tall as like a tree. So I understood when you look at it long enough, you really get what she was trying to put out there. Because if you just look real quick, it looks as though, I stop at Zach's knees and I don't. But either way, it was so cute. K Buns, thank you for all the artwork that you do in this community, to all the artists in this community that help make this community what it is. Shout out to y'all. Because baby, the most I would give you is 6 figures. That's that. I can edit, but draw, not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. So shout out to you, K Buns, and shout out to all the artists in this community. Thank you so much. Jactise, I hope I said that right. So Emily's breakup with Rachel was as real as ale. Not Emily's breakup. Rachel, are you still sleeping in separate rooms with your partner? Because remember how you told Emily that while you was flirting to get girl, the way I would never reach out to Emily ever again. Bitch, you crazy. Jax the Siren, thank you for the support. She's the type of side piece to show up to functions because she was invited once. Messy, thirsty, and smug. Bitch. Accurate. I'm telling you. listen, Rachel's one of them side chicks that just never go away. It's one of them side chicks that you got to think about, like, do I report her? Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, go away. She ain't going away no time soon. I just love this. I love this. And I want to repeat, yes, this makes me a hypocrite. But if there is one reactor I would love to see on Locale Bus, it is Rachel. You hear me? Fupa Cheese, move to the side, bitch. Move to the side. Go check up on, not Rev, not Shani. I don't know. Go check up on the pets. Go see how they're doing. Did they get rehomed? Go do that. You like to go real life and do the most? Go do that. Move out the way. Rachel, front and center, bitch. And here's the thing. I do not like Keem, because if I actually even liked him slightly, the executive producer side of me would know exactly what to do next. I would suggest so many things, but I don't like him. So we're going to have to keep these suggestions over here. But as an executive producer, self-proclaimed, the next step is the interview. Tommy needs to go up there for the interview. So tonight, right? Tonight, it needs to be addressed in the Amberlynn fashion. Smug and all these things, making excuses, blah, blah, blah. Next, the Emily interview. It's going to be a hot mess. It's going to be a hot mess, a lot of entertainment, a lot of lies, backtracking, all of that. And then the following stream, Rachel comes on. Because Rachel's going to watch the interview with Emily. She's going to be a topic. And then she's going to go on Locale Bus to debunk, defend, lie herself, let's be clear. And then from there, the follow-up is when all the hosts of the, LCU or Locale Bus, then they unpack the mess. You see what I'm saying? You got to do it in steps. And we will be here for every single one. I know that's not how it's going to go down, but personally, that's how I would prefer it to go down. And if possible, to round it all out, no mediator, none. Someone could be there to, I guess, do the Discord stuff or whatever, showrunner, that's what they call them, to round it all out. Amberlynn, Emily, Rachel, no mediator. One stream. 1 hour. We don't need 2 hours. 1 hour to round it all out. All three. Oh my God. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But listen, y'all know I run my mouth. I'm a talker. And I didn't edit this for no reason. Let's get into this Rosie mess that really didn't need to be as dramatic as it is, but here we are. It's Rosie. It's gonna happen. Could you feel my nipples getting hard from the other side of that screen? When I tell you I would live, do you hear me? I would live. That's the type of mess that makes me happy. That's the type of mess that gets my blood flow. I know some of y'all are probably like, girl, seek help. Yes, I know this. I know I'm going to hell. I know this. I know I ain't shit. I am very well aware. And I sleep just fine at night. I know I'm never seen the pearly gates. But while I'm here, I'm going to be true to me. I'm going to be true to me. Okay, I'm going to get to the rest of the support in a second. Let's get started on Rosie, because if I don't get started on Rosie, I'm never going to fucking start.
I just kind of on a whim decided to go live. So I'll wait for some people to show up before I really start talking. But I hope y'all are doing good. I put the last few days because that's kind of what my mind was most on. But this past week has been kind of rough. And I'm finally kind of, I think, out of my pain flare. Out of my pain flare. We'll get into that, Nightshade. We're going to talk about that shit. Because let me be very clear about something. Both my arms are going to get chopped off before I do anything involving the LCU, including going to give them information about anybody for any reason. We'll get into that, I promise. But
the dramatics, we get it. We get it. A simple statement of saying, no, I did not reach out to Tina. I want nothing to do with the LCU moving forward would have been just fine, but she said no. She is a drama kid that never got her chance, and she is going to put on. She is going to put on an act. She is going to lean in to this. When you combine someone like a failed theater kid and someone who always wants to be a victim, you get Rosie. It really wasn't that deep. And for those who aren't completely caught up, even though like I'm still trying to get caught up on Rosie myself, for those who aren't completely caught up, Rosie is changing up her Patreon because she really hasn't been showing up. She barely showed up to Twitch. I think in the last month or so, she streamed on Twitch like maybe once. We're going to get into some of the clips, but the reason for that is there is potential dick on the horizon. And you know, that's one of the similarities that Rosie has with Shantel. When there is potential dick on the horizon and nothing else matters. Not even income, not even viewers, not even content, none of that. So she is focused, locked and loaded, locked, ready to go when it comes to this potential dick that may actually just be a troll. They have not met. They have plans to meet. They have discussed the idea of meeting. So it sounds like most of their dates have been in Discord. Do what you do. Do what you do.
This past week, I've been dealing with this pretty serious pain flare, and I was like still kind of in it when some bullshit happened. It's been a weird time for me personally, because in my not personally actually, on the internet, because in my personal life, 10 out of 10, great, I'm having a grand old fucking time.
Listen to this. Listen to this. And I want to repeat, they have not known each other for that long. And this is exactly what Rosie sounded like when she was dating the woman around the holidays, when she was dating Jeff. It's always just such a life-changing experience. But yet they all sound the same. All it comes down to is there's potential sex on the horizon. So she is locked in on that. But this is just a little bit when it comes to Remy. And thank you. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Remy. And also, Remy has already been in chat, y'all. I don't believe it was the last stream. I think it was the stream before that. Remy was in chat answering questions. I said, oh, bitch, you are dumb. After everything that Rosie has seen happen in this corner of the internet, the internet as a whole, why the fuck do you have this person in your chat or even a topic? It is perfectly okay. I've said this for years. It is okay to keep certain things private when it comes to your personal life. It is just fine. Just a thought. Just a thought.
I've just been like living my life, man. It's been nice, and I'm really liking this new version of myself that I've been working on. How's your new friend? He's great. He's great, Kathy. I'll probably get more into that in a bit for sure, because how can I not? Like, I try so. I'm very proud of myself. There's so much you guys don't know. There's so much you don't know. There's so much I'm not talking about with my life, and I've been doing really good on like setting personal boundaries. But I also am like so excited and have so much I want to tell you guys. So I've been like treading that line. We don't have any like definitive timeline. I will say plans have been discussed, concepts have been conceptualized, and that's all y'all are gonna know. No, I'm talking to someone else. That ended very quickly. I just didn't really address it much. Thank you. Yeah. You light up as soon as he's brought up. Yeah, I can't hide it.
She does light up, but I need her to focus on the lights that's down the street. I need her to go back to walking. Rosie, in a recent stream, she is so focused on this man, everything is falling at the wayside. Rosie has not been putting that rollator to use. As a matter of fact, Rosie, for those who may not be looking at the screen, Rosie is a white woman. And I know you're probably wondering, why are you bringing that up? Rosie, the white woman who lives in Florida, is scared to leave her home because of ICE. What? With everything going on with ICE, Rosie has been scared to leave her home. So she hasn't been using her rollator. What, bitch? When she said that, I said, you know what? I'm going to take that as rage bait. And I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to process that on my own. And I'm just going to watch something else. Because when I heard her say that, I said, no, this is a trap. She's trying to trap you. She's trying to get you to say something against terms of service so you could end up rehomed like FFG over there on Kick, and that will never happen. So no. Rosie is scared to leave her home due to the state of the country and everything going on with ICE. Yes, and no, I'm not making that up. I'm going to be very clear. I did not make that up. Got it.
But some people don't know how to not be recklessly, assholishly cruel on the internet. And I told them as such. Just for anybody who's maybe like wanting to believe their conspiracy theories, no. They were obviously talking about the different Rose, this other girl named Rosie who I know nothing about. I've seen her try to hand, I saw a couple clips of her like handing Amber's ass to herself, but
because it was views. You literally get paid for ad revenue.
I just want to say I did enjoy this segment. Like I said, there were some people who auditioned that I did enjoy. I want to play some of the actual Rosie that they were referring to. I actually like this chick's energy. I was watching Glass earlier, and this is where I generally get confused. I was watching Glass earlier, and it's hosted by Zay. This Rosie has been on there, and a couple of others. I don't remember their names. But I enjoy those ladies. I enjoy their dynamic. Why the fuck do you want to work under Keemstar? When I see people like them, I'm like, what? There has to be a history there that makes you problematic, right? Why are you working under Keemstar? I was watching the stream to like be nosy to see because Fupa Cheese was going up there to answer some questions, have a conversation, interview, and all of that. But I found myself genuinely enjoying the stream, just enjoying their dynamic. Why the fuck do y'all want to work under Keemstar? It's weird. Like, I don't get it. Same. I actually like Glass. I'm just like, so what's the backstory? There's something to y'all. There has to be something that you want to be here in this environment. To be surrounded by a whole bunch of bigots. And speaking of bigots, before we get into this, as I've been mentioning, it's been monthly, but now it seems like there's weekly. There's a new racist of the month over there on the LCU. It happened just last night. I want to find the screenshot because Keemstar posted about it. They immediately took the stream down. There was it was actually one of the people who had auditioned. She went on Local Rewind, I want to say, last night. And prior to going on there, she was already drunk. I think she was drunk from bus, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, she went on Rewind. She was comfortable. And she said nigger with the ER. And they immediately stopped the stream, clearly. immediately stopped the stream, took it down, and restarted the stream. But hold on. I'm having trouble. Does anybody remember her name? Does anyone remember her name by any? Wait, is that her name? Butterface? It was Butterface? Is that her name? I think that might have been her name. But yeah. Oh, and to be clear, she doubled down on the nigger. Doubled down. Just like, wow. When it comes to the LCU, it's just like it's not shocking. Like that's what you get over there, but it's just like, how do y'all still have a platform? Yeah, okay, so Butterface. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, Butterface. Yep. So yeah, they had to take the stream down, started a new stream, and it's just like, yeah, it's the norm over there. It's the norm over there. Yeah, it is. Let's get to this quick clip here of the actual Rosie that they were discussing.
Your money. Okay, that's what you do, Amber. That's what you do. The second that you have nothing to say, you act like a fucking child.
You're getting things twisted. I noticed that the door was open 2 hours after the argument happened. Okay, are you understanding that?
So you realized the door was
open. Are you
open,
understanding that? Just say yes or no.
You're not gonna do that.
This is my show. This is my show.
It's not. If you realize that at the end of the Keem,
Rosie, whose show is this?
Keem, primarily Keem.
Is Keem here?
If you notice that the door. If you notice that the door was open and you have animals there, why would the first thing not be to check to make sure all of the animals are accounted for? You went to sleep.
Bitch, let me fucking speak. I was in a toxic relationship, and when your anxiety is that fucking high, bro, you are not.
Baby, I have borderline personality disorder.
I don't give a fuck about your personality disorder. Go suck
you're not gonna come. You're not. You're not gonna sit there and fucking come for me. When I'm feeling it. Oh, there we go again.
One at a time.
Just a couple of things to point out. Amberlynn said she doesn't care about her BPD. Okay, fair. There's a reason why many viewers don't care about Amberlynn's BPD. But here's the thing. Amberlynn's lucky that there is some level of respect, because Jersey Rosie, could have gone gutter right here. She told her to go to the dentist. A bitch who made the choice to free bleed for a really long time, decided to free bleed because she refused to go to the doctor. And when she eventually did go, it was a life-changing diagnosis, is going to sit here and tell somebody else go to the dentist. But instead of going to the OBGYN, you just decided to free bleed and change, have Beck shift furniture throughout the house so you wouldn't ruin shared furniture. Jersey Rosie could have gone gutter. Personally, that's why a bitch like, first of all, I would never be on anything low-cal related, but a bitch like me, who the fuck are you talking to, bitch? That's why they call you Raglan whatever. Bitch, go to the dentist. Bitch, when's the last time you gone to the OBGYN? Matter of fact, can you fit in that machine, bitch? You was free bleeding, didn't go to the doctor, and your big ass still couldn't fit in a damn machine to follow up on shit. Did you do that? See, that's what a bitch like me, no, that's when you're like, oh, you should talk to Amber. No, I'm going to disrespect the fuck out of her. There would be nothing constructive coming from that. I'm just going to dog walk the bitch the whole time. Go to the dentist. And that would be a valid thing to say to me because, with my gaps and stuff, but I'm going to go gutter. Sorry. Please.
Time, guys. One at a time. One at a time.
Have you ever lied?
Have I? Yes, absolutely. Do I put it on the internet and then get mad?
Can you tell me about a lie?
Do I put it on the internet?
Amberlynn, let her finish.
Do I put it on the internet and get mad when people call you out on it? No.
Okay.
No, I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. Scooter, I'm also going to be getting I already have my top 2. It's going to be 2 new hosts. Scooter, you can kiss my fucking ass.
That is your
One
prerogative.
of the hosts better know how to run OBS.
You can throw a temper tantrum, but you're not going to make me do what you want just by throwing a temper tantrum.
So you're calling it a temper tantrum? Are you just mad that you have famunda cheese in the middle of your fucking balls?
he has Famunda cheese in the middle of his balls. Okay. I've been noticing this conversation growing, and it is very valid, how Amberlynn focuses on genitals a lot when she's trying to like diss somebody or come back with something. She focuses on genitals a lot. Later on in the stream, because I was reminded recently, because I had to go back to watch a Zachary Michael video specifically because of this stream, and I'll explain why. And Zach had to even remind me in that video how much even years ago Amberlynn focused on genitals. But it wasn't about this. It was about something else. Just remember this and remember how much she focuses and goes at genitals. It's very weird. I don't know if it's resentment because she hasn't seen her coochie in probably over a decade. I don't know if it's resentment because she can't reach her coochie. I don't know what it is. But when I listened to Zach's video earlier, I was just like, oh, wait. Thank you for that reminder.
When was your last lie? I want to hear about it.
I don't put my entire life on the internet,
And
therefore I don't need to do that.
Scooter, you shut your mouth. Are you applying to work here?
Yes, ma'am. And if
she's
we
already
get
got
to my
interned.
Questions. You answer my questions, dumb cunt.
No,
I mean, she's kind of cooking right now. I'm just saying, like,
Sly Guy
one sec, everybody shut the fuck up.
He's not the fucking boss. You can even ask Keem.
Well, I am the showrunner, though. As long as I'm here, I mean,
you
from
run
the sounds
show
of
because
it.
I don't know how, bitch. Imagine if I learned.
Well, you should learn. You should learn.
Call Keem in here now. I'm not gonna.
We will revisit this clip here because Amberlynn does like to throw tantrums a lot and likes to feel she's above Scooter because obviously a lot of the super chats are coming in because of her. But earlier this morning, Amberlynn was on a different locale, one of their shows. I forgot the name, but I made sure to download it because we'll go over it in the future, crying for Scooter. Because for those who don't know, Scooter, I think, has some sort of medical emergency right now. And I believe he's still in the hospital. So they're wishing him well. And during that time, a lot of people are noticing the replacement is actually doing a better job mediating between Fupa Cheese and Amberlynn. So because that discussion is growing and Fupa Cheese is backing it, Amberlynn is getting upset. And this part, I don't believe is scripted. I actually don't. Amberlynn sounds like she's upset that Fupa Cheese is for Scooter possibly being replaced, which is true. Scooter sucks. He does suck. But so she was on that, whatever the locale show was. I have it saved, but she was on there and then she started crying because her and Fupa Cheese were having a back and forth. It's a whole thing. When I tell y'all, it for real is like a 24-hour circuit and there's always drama somewhere. Shout out to everyone who's clearly seeing that I'm doing content, unfortunately, around the LCU because Amberlynn literally hops from panel to panel sometimes. So shout out to everyone who happens to be watching something and sends me a clip and sends me a link. It's a lot to follow and I do love receipts, but my God, it's always something.
I say another word.
Are you serious? Do I have to kick Rosie? Can Rosie stay while I call?
Look, I got internship. You can kick me. I
don't know if Keem's available. I mean, I'll text him.
Fuck
Where's
off,
Keem?
everyone.
He knows the Lord.
What I miss?
Scooter is not the fucking boss of this bullshit channel.
I didn't say I was. I said I'm the showrunner, Amberlynn.
She's not going to be on the
less.
show. I do not want her on the show. I don't want her to make a penny. Keem, the first thing this whore said to me was, I watch your videos through detractors so you don't get to make money. So why the fuck would I want this bitch to make money? This isn't an act. I don't want this bitch up on here. I hate this whore. Get her the fuck off the screen.
She did cash cow to be up here.
Wait, are you talking about this woman right here that's on the show?
Yes,
this
that's
ugly
me.
bum sucking bitch that needs to go to the fucking dentist that looks like she smells like garlic knots.
All right, you can swipe her. You can swipe her.
The LCU is the LOL.
She can't drag for shit. She really can't. And she smells like garlic knots. Now, if Jersey Rosie decided to respond on what Amberlynn possibly smells like, please. The girl who had to sit there and put rags on the corner of a sink to wipe her ass is trying to drag someone by a made-up idea of what they smell like. And I don't know this Jersey Rosie, none of that, but she don't look like she smells. She actually look like she smells good. Please. A joke, a mess. And hold on, where's just Jamie's comment? Where is it? Just Jamie, I saw your comment where you were like, you feel, baby, there's never been a DM you sent me that hasn't helped me in some way. Continue. Never feel bad about DMing me. Just Jamie low-key be lurking just like me. Just lurking just like me. I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate you. But Amberlynn is so bad at this, but I do believe, especially in those moments, this is what she's wanted to showcase on her channel for so long. She should have just been herself. Just be yourself. She's not good at it, obviously, and it opens the door for a lot of people to drag the dog shit out of her, but it is what it is. I still can't get over garlic knots. What the fuck was that supposed to do? How does that drag anybody? Garlic knots? And she keeps bringing up cheese, and she forgets all the things that not only Beck, but Destiny has shared when it comes to her hygiene. Remember the back of her neck? Remember everything with the chokers? Like, stay away from that shit. She's setting herself up. She's just lucky she's been talking to a lot of semi-respectful people, because a bitch like me, okay.
How universe, it's that shit that Amber's been doing that's hot dog water garbage ass content that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, especially considering the fact that on August 25th in 2025, she pitched the idea of us doing a show together, and I told her that was insane. And I told her everything I thought about Keemstar and how that was a reality I would never participate in.
Listen.
So when Rosie said the date, I was like, let me go back to some of the clips I have saved, because I save them by date. And I'm like, let me see if Amberlynn talked about this. And she did. So in this clip here, she actually talks about the idea of her and I think it was Eric having a podcast, and then the topic of Rosie comes up. So I guess Amberlynn did approach Rosie with the idea of having a podcast in the LCU. Amberlynn has wanted to desperately be in that community, openly be in that community for a while. I don't know what finally made her pull the trigger, but here we are.
I told Eric, I said, Eric, if podcasts were a thing when we were roommates, we would have had a bomb ass podcast. And he goes, we could still do one. Imagine. Oh my god. You guys would hear the tea of it all. It would be so fun because me and Eric can, like, genuinely. Yeah, he was saying that we could do it virtually, and I'm like, how? Like, how would you? I don't know. I just don't think I could do a podcast by myself. Will you team up with QLR? QuirkyLoveRosiee. We've thought about it.
So for her to assume that,
based on the specific date that Rosie did give, I'm assuming she was just looking back in their conversations. So when Amberlynn said right there, we've thought about it, the truth is she discussed it already and Rosie shut it down. So she thought about it, pitched it to Rosie. I'm just going based off of the very specific date that Rosie did give, and Rosie said, fuck no. Could you imagine a podcast with Amberlynn, Rosie, Shantel, and FFG? Not with the LCU, like, please, but those four. I need podcast names. Podcast names. If y'all could throw out some podcast names, I'm gonna press play, but throw out some podcast names for Amberlynn, FFG, Shantel, and Rosie. All four. Discussing a wide variety of topics. Oh, hot topics, celebrity gossip, their sex lives, hygiene, their mobility, beauty. Oh my God, could y'all imagine? Oh my God. The big four. Okay. Low cow pasture. Ooh, between 2 tons. That's my number one pick right now. Number one pick right now. Between 2 tons. Ooh, the heavy grift. Yes. Demonetized demons. I love this. 1 ton of drama. Tons of mess. See, we're so creative. We're so creative. Can we like get a cut if it actually happens? I believe this community deserves at least 10% if this takes off. I'm just throwing it out there. And I know actually two of them are confirmed scammers. So we won't see $1. You know what I was thinking about earlier? Because I'm always swing back to FFG's scamming ass. I was watching something. I forgot. It was like a long form commentary video. It was on Mary Cosby. And the creator actually mentioned this, and I thought about this. I was like, I never actually connected that with FFG, but she was talking about how like Mary Cosby and everything that she's been doing with her church, Jesus, how she still ended up getting all that money from those church-going people, hardworking church-going people, and still managed to have disgusting, ugly fashion, right? True. And then I thought about it. FFG is a scammer. It's not alleged. She's a scammer. Thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. What the fuck did she invest it in? And in no way am I saying scamming's good, but bitch, you didn't even come out like with a chin tuck. I don't know, a solid ass skincare routine. Her hair should have been flowing down to her ass. When I tell y'all probably the hair treatment she could afford, her hair should have been flowing down to her ass like Beyonce. I'm talking about thickness. Her skin should have looked like glass. Let's not even get started on the webcam. That's just small time shit. Tens of thousands of dollars. She bought that ugly ass Gucci bag. Still can't dress for shit. What the fuck? You are a dumb scammer. And I want to repeat, there is no scamming that should ever be celebrated. But if that bitch actually invested in herself, I'd be like, shit. She came in the community as a 3, but that bitch got exposed at a solid 8. No. Still not a 4. Still ugly as fuck. That's why I be telling y'all, pick y'all struggles. How you still ugly, you a scammer, dumb as fuck, and you terminated? Y'all may not like me, but when I give this advice, please try to listen. Pick a fucking struggle. Tens of thousands of dollars, still ugly as fuck. At least she could have got like a nicotine patch and quit smoking, so she don't sound like what she sound like. That would have been a good invest. Back to Rosie.
That was me is fucking crazy. So I'm a little more mad about it than I thought. I thought I was a little less mad because my initial reaction was strong. Unfortunately, it is a girl world thing, and I got drug in. So for anyone who doesn't have the context, I was minding my fucking business. I was like just scrolling on TikTok, and I get a notification, someone tagged me in something, and I opened the comments to try to figure out what's going on, and I realized it's an LCU clip, and I'm like, oh shit, why am I tagged in this? And it's starting to play the audio, and I'm looking at the comments. I didn't see the screen right away until I heard them say my name, and then my stomach fell to my asshole because they were saying they were talking about a different Rosie, but I heard my name and I went, oh fuck. So that's when I closed the comments, and then I saw something like Amber talk shit about QuirkyLoveRosiee or something, and I was like, God fucking damn it. And I didn't even listen to the whole clip at first.
Oh, well, Amber, I came up here to tell you something. I'm going to have somebody named Rosie on my stream on Thursday.
No.
I want y'all to listen closely and pay attention to this. Amberlynn is shady. Amberlynn is not a friend. Amberlynn did really have this ready to go. But one of the issues Amberlynn has is speaking over people. if Amberlynn wasn't speaking over the other hosts, she would have actually heard them trying to explain which Rosie it was, but she's constantly speaking over people. And because of that, she went right into dragging Rosie because they were trying to actually tell her which Rosie it was. But Tina said that one thing, her mind immediately went to Rosie and said, "Oh, the feedie?" And it's just like, you should have just listened to what they were saying. Tina didn't even confirm which Rosie. She's just saying somebody reached out, they have lore on you, and she immediately thought of QuirkyLoveRosiee. But the other two hosts were trying to tell her, like, no, I think that's the girl who was up here. Honestly, Jayla, it does low-key kind of give that, because it's just like, even me on this side, but then again, I'm on the outside, so maybe that's why I look like that, but I'm like, oh, Jesus. Hold on, Pixie Dot. I've been a lurker for a long while. I do love to watch Charlie. I thought I'd engage with the chat. Baby, get comfortable. We're actually a pretty dope group. Group. The only people for the main, well, there's probably a few. The main people that are never safe when it comes to my platform, my chat, are bigots. Outside of that, baby, get comfortable. Get in here, enjoy, chat it up. Very friendly. Back to this mess.
Put your fucking hands down, stupid bitch. Who the hell's Rosie? What is she?
I don't know. She reached out to us and she said she has a bottom lore on you. I don't want to know your lore. I just want to know what it is that people hate about you. That's all.
Rosie was somebody that tried out for Bus. She was one of the finalists.
Rosie is an ex-feeder, so if you want to like have some lore, I have some lore about her too.
Wait, really?
Really?
Oh, she used to like get naked and like have food like this, like.
Wait, for real?
She made love for fucking coconut cream pie. Got it.
Dude, wait, hold up, pause, because this bitch came up on fucking Bus during the trials talking mad shit on you. And you're saying like
different Rosie. Are we talking about different Rosies?
Which Rosie are you talking about,
The
Tina?
Rosie I'm talking about is that.
That's not
all
the
I know
same
is
one,
she said,
you dumb bitch.
Is it?
That was in fact the wrong Rosie. She was a feeder, and then she went into the movements. And for anyone who has seen it, no, I cannot share. But the minute she did this, we all knew she was talking about the chocolate cake incident. That piece of footage. She went straight into this. She didn't even confirm. Here's the thing, right? And this is my perspective. Say if I'm on a panel with people and somebody said, oh, this is just an example. Oh, Charlie, somebody named Zach reached out to me and said they got tea on you and they gonna come up on my show and they got a few things to clear up about you. I'd be like, Zach who? Not my Zach. And be like, well, they said they know you. My mind would immediately go to the Zach I know, right? But you know what I would say in the moment? Let me double check. I'm gonna hit up my friend because I don't know what you're talking about. That must be another Zach. I'll hit up my friend, but whoever that Zach is, tell him to have a field day. I'll hit up my friend. Doop, text. Zach, I know this ain't you, but let me just confirm. And you know what Zach would say back to me? My friend would message me back, be like, bitch, now you talking about me. Be like, okay, I don't know what Zach this is. They can have a field day. I'm not going to go into, oh, this, and that. No. I'll check with my friend. Maybe we got an issue I'm not aware of. Let me just check with my friend. I'm not going to go into dragging my friend. That's crazy. But these bitches don't actually have real friendships. She went straight into that. Now, as corny, shady, petty, and fucked up as that was, I still think Rosie was a bit dramatic. I understand sending the messages, like reaching out to her and be like, yo, that they weren't referring to me. I'm not on that. We moved past our differences and all the opinions I had on you. I'm not on that. I told you I'm not doing that. But then when she played it, I said, are you reacting to your voice note and then sipping on, bitch? No. No. Actually, before I get back into this, because y'all know I talk too damn much, let me get to some more of the support. Jordy City of Thieves, thank you, boo. Thank you for 7 months. The purple eye with the glossy rose look, thank you. Yes, me, I'm looking gorgeous today. Love, I'm late, but where we at? Must be a towering 6'2". That's that. Cat, pay attention. That is the height of the day. I like for y'all to choose my height of the day, but when y'all being petty and mean like Cat, so today's height of the day is 6'2". I know we're an hour and 10 minutes in, but it's okay. Normally, I try to do it at the top of the stream. Actually, I want y'all to get better with that. Start telling me the height of the day at the top of the stream. And if anybody says anything under 6 feet, I'm going to think about blocking you. I would never do that, but still. Thank you so much, Boo, for 7 months. Sky. Oh, wait. I always mess up your name. Sorry, Boo. Sky, thank you. Not Sky. Sigh. We're going to go with that. They'd have to have friends first to throw them under the bus. We got to remember who these people are when it comes to, and I know you're referring to the poll, a majority of them buy friendships. Amber buys friendships. FFG definitely buys friendships, to blackmail later. Shantel, she buys friendships, but mostly love. And then Rosie, she kind of fucks her way into friendships for the most part. She fucks her way into friendships, or she'll like sad fish. With Rosie, it's if you're her friend, you either fucked her or she trauma dumped in some way and you wanted to be there and then she latched on. So yeah. Again, not great friends, but that's just my opinions on how they end up being friends with people. Amen. Thank you so much for 52 months. Thank you. Hey, beautiful. It's giving monetized and moisturized. Yes, and still very, very present on the platform. Speaking of present on the platform, I will never understand the idea of ban evading, but I will be watching the journey. FFG announced apparently she'll be possibly having a stream on the platform on her ban evading channel sometime this weekend. And I'm just like, yeah, that appeal decision definitely came back. It came back. And I find it funny that she's choosing to ban evade and start a second channel when she was recently trying to sell her viewers on how much better the Kick platform was. She was really trying to sell them on it. Like, it's so much better. Look, Jordy's over here. Jordy still has a channel on YouTube. He just like dual streams. But she was just like, it's so much better. It's you could say a lot more. Why the fuck you got a second channel? You're trying to stream over here then? I'm going to enjoy the journey. Now, a few people have said it, and I would die of laughter if she started talking about herself in third person like Peanut did. That other ban evading creator, if FFG starts speaking in third person like she is not herself, bitch, I'm gonna die. Jordan, it is a horrible platform. But I personally like to see desperation in 4K like that. So personally, I'm enjoying it. Is it ridiculous that like, girl, you started a second channel, you about to be ban evading? Sure. But it just shows such a level of desperation that I'm just like, oh, I love this for you. I thought you didn't need YouTube. You were so great at saving, so much better with finances than Shantel. Girl, this should be nothing. But what do I know? Can't keep up with a liar. Princess Pilates, thank you for 1 month. Amberlynn says it's a medical issue that keeps her fat. Just because you guzzle Dr. Pepper doesn't mean it's medical. She's always changing the goalpost. It never fails. Remember for a long time, the dreaded B word we can't say, but the B monster, a mess. And thank you again for 1 month, boo. Pat Ray, thank you so much. I challenge Rachel Lane to be Charlie for a day by getting her views back up after a break without going IRL on Amber. We knew it and she proved it. Baby, she proved it because I was locked in. When I tell you I rushed, I know a few of y'all did too. Challenge accepted. And she delivered. She had to put on the side chick cape, but she delivered. Rachel, I just want to put this back on the screen. Rachel. And look at the stare. That's the stare. And I didn't even really pay attention to where I took the screenshot because I was focused on the emails. That's the stare of a side chick. A side chick you never want to not pick. See, if there's any reason for anyone in a committed relationship who is in chat, if you ever thought about stepping out on your partner, it looks like, the grass might be greener on the other side. I want you to take a look at these eyes right here. This may be your future. Look at this. Your side chick might be looking at you this way as they message your partner, as they make it more public. They might go on Facebook Live. Look at these eyes. Look at that face. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for 30 minutes of whatever the activity is? Is it worth it? No. That's the face of a side chick. One that should be left on the curb. You hear me? You do not pick up that. You do not. Life lessons with Charlie. Happy Little Turtle. Thank you. Oh, Little Happy Turtle. Sorry. Little Happy Turtle. Thank you for 11 months. Charlie, have you or Rio seen any falling iguanas? I know exactly what you're talking about, and no. Okay. Hey, Charlie, have you or Rio seen any fallen iguanas with the cold weather in Florida? I have not. For anyone who knows what this is referring to, I have been living in Florida for years. I didn't know this was a thing, and I saw a viral video that was going around on social media. Apparently, when it gets really cold, these iguanas fall from the trees and just are dead. There is this man, and I believe it's a common practice from what it sounds like, depending on the area he's in, they cook them. This man made some bomb-looking tacos, but it was with the iguana meat. And I know you're probably thinking, bitch, you got some nerve. You eat chicken, you eat it. I'm not eating iguanas. I'm not eating iguanas. That's a lot for me. That's disgusting to me. And I get it if anybody wants to judge me because I do, I eat animal products, but no, I'm not eating no fucking iguanas. I saw that video. I was like, is this for real? Is this AI? Because AI has gotten a little too, AI is dangerous. AI is dangerous. I think the most, at least in my mind, unique. I think the most unique animal that I've eaten was frog. It was during an outing for work, and we went to this like really important Chinese buffet in New York. I forgot where it was in New York, but it's like a big deal. And we were celebrating something for work, so they were like, "We got us reservations there, da da da," and they were like, one of the things there was frog, and I was just like, "Who's about to eat frog?" And they're like, "Trust me, trust me, trust me." I tried it. It was actually good. I think that's the most unique in my idea of unique, because I eat chicken, I eat beef, I eat pork. I know some people are going to throw tomatoes. I eat pork, but yeah, frog. That was the most unique thing. To me, frog tastes like chicken for me. But yeah. See, okay, where did it go? Someone just asked. I know gator meat is popular down here. I've never had gator meat. And I know it's common in the South in general. I know it's common. Goodbye, Kyle just said it. Frog tastes and looks like chicken. Yeah, that's just what it was for me. So let me get to some more support and then get back into this. Chantel's greasy, smelly bald spots. Drag that bitch. Thank you. Breaking news. Apparently, Foodie does not know that reposting images. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm checking Discord. What the fuck? Where did this happen? If somebody could tag me in Discord so I could have a better understanding of where the fuck this happened, please. Oh, and I'm just looking at my DMs. Oh, the racist bitch that was saying nigger yesterday. while being drunk. Seeing we're on the topic of racism, she's blaming it on the alcohol. The same way that Gidgy did, the same way Shantel did. There's a pattern here. And there are plenty of people who don't drink alcohol, who drink alcohol and don't happen to become racist. It's really weird. Hold on. Foodie does. Wait. Oh, I read it wrong. Thank you, Jamie. Apparently, Foodie does know that reposting. What is happening? I feel like I'm behind. I am really behind on Shantel. But I will try to look into what the fuck is happening with Shantel. There's a lot of fucking racist shit going on, and don't get me started on what our president of the United States posted last night. As I was getting to go to sleep, I see on my timeline, why are we posting Obama and Michelle like photoshopped over apes? Why would the president... Back to this, because I'm gonna get annoyed. Actually, no, I need a break. When we talk about back-to-back racist shit, sometimes I just need a break. Give me 1 second. Because don't get me fucking started. And no, it wasn't Photoshop, because I had to go to Truth Social myself to see if it was real. Yeah, it was real. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back together, and we are going to continue to enjoy this mess.
A pencil of crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Porcahontas.
Oink, oink, bitches.
Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the... I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the... I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
Anytime someone joins during the break, listen, I grow an inch. Anytime. Anytime it makes me so happy. Listen, this is part of our community. It could never change, okay? This is how we bond. And I just want to point out, I'm so dumb. I did not realize you were referring to Shantel talking about what actually happened with Trump. It's interesting how she knows this now, but I didn't connect the two, honestly, and I'm trying to focus on too many things at the same time. Sorry for not understanding your super chat. When Shantel talks about these things, I just try to keep moving along. Try to keep moving along. I'll make sure to clip it because I'm sure it will come in handy in the future because it's Shantel, but a mess. And thank you, Boo. Thank you so much for the support. Old Lady Pending, thank you, thank you. And before we get into your membership milestone, baby, you look beautiful in that purple. For those who don't know, Old Lady Pending discussed their wedding dress, I think in the last stream or the stream before that. And she's like, she's going to post it. Beautiful, gorgeous. I don't even know what that shade of purple was, but it was made for you. And I want to know what shade it was so I could look that good too. I got a first date coming up, so I would like to look like that in that purple. I'm going to manifest your big day off that first date, okay? But thank you so much, Boo. You look gorgeous. But hi, Tall Queen. Couldn't see you through the clouds, period. I got a new sewing machine as a requested present. Okay. Oh, as a wedding present. Jesus, let me read. Thank you for a Friday stream to try it out. Shout out to you and congrats again. And that purple was meant for you. You both look beautiful, but my God, for anyone in Discord, you seen her in her dress? I was just like, oh, damn. Excuse the fuck out of me. Who made your dress? Who made your dress? But shout out to you and thank you again. Boom. Thank you so much for 29 months. I needed this today. So my way of saying thank you is you're 6'4" and a size 2. Period. Next runway. Actually, Alandria, step to the side. Let me stop. Alandria is so gorgeous. For anyone who doesn't know Alandria, just type in Love Island or Alandria. She is an angel on earth, a goddess, just who created you? Who created Olandria? I want to go back and touch them because I just want a slice, just a slice of her beauty. You ever look at somebody so beautiful that you're like you don't know how to compliment them? It's just like you stare and you want to like touch them, but not really because they might break. It's just like, I love her. I love her. It just don't make no sense. Some beauty should really be explained, scientifically studied. She's one of them. Like, I love her. I would marry her. Nick, keep it cute. Keep it cute. Because if you fuck up, I'm sliding in. If you fuck up, I will turn into Shantel Jr. Call me the Floridian Shantel. She will never have to work a day in her life. I will sign over every fucking check. Bitch, call me Sala. I will get on the floor and bark for her. Yes, I said it on my public platform. I will get on the floor and bark for her. I'd put more bass in my voice because I don't know what the fuck Sala was doing. I would bark for her. She'd be like, give me Poodle. I got you. Give me Pitbull. I got you. Give me Doberman. Whatever you want, queen. Fuck. Shit. Anyways, back to this. Your favorite Chubette, thank you for 10 months. Finally called alive, and you're looking beautiful as always. School has been kicking my butt. Stick to it. Keep going, and you got this. If this is a little break, I'm happy you are here and get to it. I look forward to them updates. Remember, for all of y'all in school, I look forward to y'all updates. And thank you for being here, and thank you for 10 months, boo. Firefox, thank you for 46 months. Hey, itty bitty boo thing. Love you, Charlie. You're referring to my waistline. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you too. Thank you, itty bitty waistline. Period. Let me stop. Let me get back to Rosie because we didn't even get to the part where she started crying and shit. Let me get back to it.
before I sent her the first voice memo. So, 1 second. I'm going to share my reaction because I want to. I'm going to talk about this in this live, and then I'm not going to talk about it again because, as you guys have known, I'm removed from this.
Going from being with a fetishist, it's amazing when you find someone who finds your beauty inside and out.
Remember, Rosie saying she's removed from this. I just wanted to remind y'all when Rosie was knee deep in, fupa into all the mess, showing up at the live streams, DMing with Amber, being a shoulder for her to cry on. I just wanted to remind you of a few ways she really inserted herself. She wanted that attention. She wanted that Amberlynn clout badly. She could have gone about it differently, but this was her choice.
Without fetish, it's possible for you and takes healing. Yeah, it's like, okay, like, we have a Snapchat streak, obviously, which will be ending, which is kind of sad because it's almost in the 400s, but whatever. So every time I'd send like a selfie of my face where I genuinely thought it looked so beautiful, like she wouldn't say anything. She wouldn't say anything about it. Wouldn't save it, wouldn't nothing. But then when I would send like a photo of my body, she would save it and be like, damn, you're sexy as fuck. It's just like, I want to feel like beautiful too, you know? Like, I want you to think like my face is beautiful. Like, I also want you to like my heart.
So,
Quick reminder, this is the same Emily that she is defending till this day, claiming is not a feeder and that so many people are lying. Just because clips like that are deleted off her channel. Just a reminder.
be dragged back into this against my fucking will when I didn't do a goddamn thing makes me pissed. Like, I'm pissed about it. I'm mad. Especially to the degree that I was brought into it. And it really just, like, I don't know, man. It shifted some of my experience of, like...
This is a clip of just showing some of the cracks of that forced fake friendship right here.
Her. And we had been talking a little bit back and forth, and I was like trying to sleep tonight, and I was like waking up every hour. I remember the exact time because I looked at my phone and I was like, what the fuck? It was like 2:45, 2:46, and I get an incoming video call from her, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I answer it, and I'm not going into details about the conversation, but she went live. She just got off live, like, not even an hour ago. And she shared stuff with me that she didn't share in the live. I will not be discussing that. But she also shared with me what she discussed in the live. I couldn't believe what I heard. She directly read texts to me. So I've always known that Emily's like a vindictive monster, but like to have it confirmed that way was crazy. And so I decided to join her chat and like be a part of that conversation. So I know that that's like, the fact that like she and I are even like friendly talking is crazy. And that's kind of my stance too. And I even said in the chat at one point, I'm like, you know, she has a history of lying. Like, she's got problems in her past and all of that. But like, people's inability to like recognize the fact that she's a human being has really been like something that's been sticking with me these past few months, and it's like been something that's been changing my perspective. And I've been talking about that on here. So the fact that she video called me and like shared.
We're going to get back to this. This is around the time that Rosie was sharing how Amberlynn was video chatting her in the middle of the night looking for comfort. Where the fuck are her friends? Why are you video chatting a stranger on the internet, but it's okay. Chocolate cake incident. I'm so happy I spotted this. Her chin is quite longer these days. Rosie has definitely been on weight. Rosie has put on weight. It doesn't help that she's not very mobile. And for those who don't know why I love the screen name chocolate cake incident, especially when referring to Rosie, is because of that feeder porn. That feeder porn. There was cake stuck in places that cake should never be. At most, maybe fall on your chest. You know, if you eating sloppy, I don't have those problems. It goes in my mouth. But oh, there was cake smeared in place. Absolutely not a chance in hell. Sometimes when I think about those images, I wish I could paint the picture and really show y'all, but it's not allowed, obviously. But just use your imaginations. I just wonder how she got under the doggy door to clean. Actually, let me just get back to Rosie. My bad. Back to Rosie.
Stuff with me, like I know what she saw when she mentioned the Tumblr thing, and I won't be saying what, because I went through multiple scenarios of how I was going to respond to this and address this and do this. It's where I landed on. So before I realized the entirety of what she said, that was disgusting, weirdly sexual, like talking about me in a sexual context, being grossly disrespectful, reckless, heartless, and cruel, I sent this. Amber, I didn't fucking reach out to nobody. They weren't talking about me.
Let's get into the dramatics. Go ahead, Rosie. Tell her ass.
I don't got fucking tea to spill on you. I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I didn't even listen to your last message, girl. I'm not fucking talking about you. Still haven't listened to it because I just don't fucking care. Then I've listened.
That's a lie. She not only listened to it, I bet you she could let you know word for word what the message said. Bullshit. She listened to it. It just wasn't appealing to her, and chances are she was probably, I'm guessing she was having like virtual Discord sex with the new boo Remy. I don't know. Smearing something. I don't know what kind of Discord sex they probably having in there, but she probably just wrapped around Remy and imaginary, you know, just imagining that dick or whatever. But do y'all think he would like put frosting, like dip his, okay, just again, before I say this, listen, there's certain thoughts I feel like I don't have to like think about by myself. We are a community. We should share certain thoughts. But seeing that he did find her from YouTube, and I just have a feeling he's either a troll or more than likely a feeder. Do y'all think like feeders, possibly if Remy's a feeder, like do they do things like stick their dick in like icing and then put it in like their belly button? Because I feel like Rosie would have a huge belly button. Do you think that's like a thing that feeders do? I don't know. It's just a thought. It's just a thought, because just feederism to me in general is just so odd and disgusting. So I just picture them doing weird shit. I don't know. And don't say I never thought of shit like that. You know, like what are they doing? I don't know. And don't be mad at me. The fuck? Blame her. She's the feedie.
To the rest of the clip. And I'm not going to say what she said. If you want to know, go watch it. It was gross. And it was cruel. It was nasty. So. But hey, thanks for being an asshole and making fun of shit that some of the most serious trauma, like, that I've been recovering from and out of for years because you think someone was talking about me. Amber, I get that you're probably not happy about how I feel at the LCU, but I fucking walked away. I can't stand this shit that you're doing. And I'm so pissed off that you've dragged my name into the LCU. And I've stayed quiet about all the shit you shared with me. My DMs specifically show that you've been lying about.
Her DMs specifically show that she's been lying about what? Emily? All that bullshit? The rewriting of history? Drop them DMs. Drop them DMs. I wonder what it's going to take for Rosie to drop them DMs. I don't know. But it's just like, I mean, we've been new. Literally, Amber's content itself, former content that she took off the platform, that shows she's lying. But Could you imagine for Amber to be so desperate to be calling and video chatting Rosie in the middle of the night? Can you imagine in a panic like that, the things she has expressed and shared with Rosie? But according to Amberlynn, she got enough on Rosie too. That clip is coming up.
And then I sent a third message, and that's broken up in 3 parts. I made a fucking promise to you, Amber. I promised you I wasn't gonna fucking release our text messages. I wasn't gonna turn on you. I wasn't gonna do beef with you. I've been saying that the entire time. Even when we had our conversations, when I was still nice about it because I didn't want to fucking fight with you. I feel bad about how I used to treat you. And I've everything in my power since then to show you through my actions that I'm not that person and that I gave you a second chance. And I frankly didn't really like how it went. So I backed off quietly. I made no drama. I made no qualm with you.
One of my favorite things about this is like Rosie being her own hype man. Like, you got to remember, this is Rosie, the messages she sent to the memo she sent to Amber. And here she goes with the nope. Yeah. Eat, bitch. I'm surprised she didn't say clock it. Like, girl, let it play. Actually, this could have just been a pre-recorded thing. But it's just like messy. She's just like, she really feels she's 8. Keep in mind, the tears haven't started yet. It's coming up.
I don't hate you. I am pissed. I had to break it up because I was sending these pissed to someone. You've now circulated something that I actively work very hard to not talk about or bring attention to online because that shit fucked me up. And I did shit in my past that I regret. And I know you know what that fucking feels like. And I didn't deserve that, dude. You could have at least been like, is this true to me before you went with the fucking jugular?
While she's listening to this, if you can, please look at your screen. I want y'all to look at her breathing, the huffing and puffing. And I get it. Yes, she does struggle to breathe majority of the time. This is just different. She is still very upset. Very upset.
Last part. Yeah, that's like how you're making your paycheck and shit. I didn't consent to that, Amber. I didn't consent to this. If you need to be cruel to make your money, be cruel to other people. Leave me the fuck out of it, dude. That's not fucking okay. I'm trying to heal, and I'm choosing my betterment over paychecks. And I know you're not doing the same, Amber. But I didn't deserve that. And if you actually gave a fuck about being good, you'll apologize for this and admit that you were wrong. And not just make excuses for it and get mad and deflect. You'll actually fucking apologize. Because what the fuck, Amber?
End scene. Yes, Amber's shady. Yes, Amber's stupid. Obviously was never going to be a good friend. She's a friend to no one. But what the fuck was that? Rosie made the choice. She consented to smearing cake all over her big ass body for money. Let's be very clear. She decided to have it posted on the internet to make income. She wanted to change her life around. Right. And is just supposed to be on a different path. Shit happens. A lot of people have a past. What the fuck is this? It's not that deep. It is over her grown ass, big ass, at one point deciding to smear cake all over her body to make money. It's not that deep. I understand if a friend said something shady, especially in an environment that you don't like. I can understand that being hurtful and you being like, come on, bitch. Like, you ain't have to do me like that. What is this forced crying? What is these dramatics? Girl, where did Rosie go left when she was supposed to go right? How did we get here? How did we get here? I was listening to this like, bitch, are you okay? Are you serious? Don't get me wrong. I was entertained, but I'm like, how did we get here? I don't get it. It's so interesting, but here we are. Oh, Echo Sean. Actually, I just DM'd someone on Discord and gave them actually, I think it was you. Sorry. Shout out to you. You should be in Discord now. To anyone who has issues getting in Discord, there's always a tutorial in the description. If for any reason that doesn't work, just DM me on either Twitter and actually Discord. I didn't even realize like just telling you how to DM me on Discord would be smart as well. DM me on Discord or Twitter. Those are the main platforms that I use. And I'll get you a link. And thank you again, Boo. Thank you for your patience. Hey, Boo. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Thanks for making my B-Day special gold and cluster. You looked beautiful. And again, happy birthday and happy belated. You look beautiful, Boo. Karina, thank you for 6 months. Both my arms will be chopped off before says the uncontrolled type 2 diabetic. I am so happy I will be in good company in hell because that's what I thought. When she said that, she was like, both my arms will be chopped up. Bitch, ain't you a diabetic and you have not been looking after that whatsoever? Let's not start manifesting this shit. I'm so happy because that was like my first thought, but I'm like, I'm already going to hell. I do not need to be in the pits of hell. But I thought it too. I'll be in good company. If anybody in chat is agreeing right now, I want you to know you will be in hell with us. Understood? Understood. Thank you again for 6 months. Just Jamie, thank you, Boo. Rosie could have just ignored the ALR nonsense, but she instead chose to make herself a victim per usual. That's why she went live and shared her voice notes. Absolutely. She could have made a quick statement like, I'm not engaging in that and kept it pushing, but no. She saw a moment. Rosie saw a moment. And when Rosie sees a moment, lights, camera, action. Not a really good performance, but a performance nonetheless. And we are taking it in. Amy, welcome to the Gold Cluster. Thank you so much for joining, Boo. Welcome. Sapphire. I'm going to say Grim. Thank you for the super sticker. Y'all know how I am with reading. I should know that, but thank you for the super sticker, Boo. I appreciate you. Smug and Smarmy, thank you. No, Smug and Smarmy. Y'all taught me this. Charlie, your smile is gorgeous. Please don't ever change that. It lights up your... Thank you. It lights up your whole gorgeous face. I appreciate you. I told y'all my history with my teeth and how I feel about my smile. It took a long time to get here. It took a long time to accept, you know what, girl? It ain't that bad. Your gaps ain't that bad. I still have my moments from time to time, and I appreciate you. I still got my moments, but I'm just like, you know what? Let's focus on the titties for me. Let's focus on the titties. If y'all met me, okay, I'm 37. So if y'all met me in my early 20s, so over 15 years ago, if y'all met me then, the amount of work I wanted done, when I tell y'all, it was just, if I could have gotten work done on my voice, I would have gotten it done because I guess I don't have a traditional girly sounding voice because it's deeper. So a lot of people used to point that out and I got in a fight one time about that. But anyways, so at one point I hated it because I was just like, you know, people focus on my voice, but I wanted a new voice. Definitely wanted better teeth. I have no ass, so I wanted that. My boobs were too big, so I wanted everything. I'm just like, I got a slick ass mouth. I generally, for most of my life, thought, you know, I look good, like facial wise, but everything else was a struggle. I'm like, damn, big ass titties. I look like a big ass letter P, not even like an average letter, a big ass, plump ass, fat ass P, because my titties are big. I'm big, no ass. Anyways, that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. Sorry. But I promise y'all, 15 years ago, you would have thought like I was going through something because I just wanted everything done. Like, let's start all over. Please, let's start all over. Oh my God. Wait, where did the comment go? Ghost flowers, you'd be surprised. I've gotten that comment a lot. And granted, when you're younger too, like people are a lot more unfiltered. Da, da, da. You'd be surprised. There was never a time growing up I ever thought I had due to comments. I ever thought I had like a feminine voice. I was always told like my voice is super deep, da da da. And then because of the simple fact that I used to fight a lot, so they connected it to that. Like it was a whole thing. I'm okay. I'm good now. I'm very happy with my voice. I'm happy I don't sound like what a lot of people I believe were pushing on me. But for a long time, it's just like, Jesus. It's just L after L. Truly never was an L. Like I'm very, very grateful for me. Don't get me wrong, I do wish I had a bigger booty. Wish my boobs were smaller, but the older you get, the more you learn to appreciate your body. At least that's the hope I have for a lot of people. To anyone who may be young, I know my demographic is normally 30s and older, but I know there are a few young viewers that I have. Don't be quick to rush and get surgery. It's your body. Do what you want. Don't get me wrong. But especially when you're younger, a lot of the things you feel are issues or don't meet certain beauty standards, trust me, beauty standards change all the time. And just take your time. Love your body. Love what was gifted to you. Don't be quick to go out here to Dr. Miami and all these people trying to make a quick buck. And there are horror stories with that too. So take your time. Learn to appreciate a lot of things that you'd be surprised that strangers wish they had that you have. That's the truth. There's a lot of things I hated about myself that some people were like, "Oh, I wish." I'm like, "Why? The fuck? Like I hate it about me. Why the fuck you want it?" But with age, you learn to appreciate a lot of things. Don't be quick to do that, but it's your body, it's your choice if you choose to, but just give it time. Give it time. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here. We were talking about Rosie. Let me see. Princess Becky, thank you, boo. Mattress Maxi Pad Clotlin has her nerve to hold the fuck up. Mattress Maxi Pad Clotlin has her nerve to speak. So, Prison Becky, you gonna be in hell with me. I appreciate you. Certain, I feel like this is y'all telling me y'all gonna be hell with me. Why the fuck you drag like that? Actually, Jersey Rosie, if for any reason you happen to see this, take notes. Drag this bitch next time, please. Really, Billy, thank you. Not the garlic dots. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Andrea Aussie, thank you for 3 months. Rosie is mad because Keem hasn't asked her to join. Green with envy. Thanks for putting these evil beasts on blast. You know what's so crazy? I would actually be surprised because I think what Keem likes to do, he likes to ask or test the waters through other people. That's what I believe. If there's any way that he would be asking, it would probably be through Amberlynn. Because Keemstar is collecting these locales, these problematic creators, like his life depends on it. There's a lot of documentaries that come out about celebrities, public figures. In about 10 years, Keemstar will have a major documentary come out about him in some way. I truly believe it. I'm not talking about the really good content that's been done on him, long form content on YouTube. I'm talking about it's going to hit Netflix. It's going to hit Netflix, YouTube, one of those bigger platforms. There will be a documentary on Keemstar. And when they start connecting the dots to behaviors like Diddy, just remember I said this. Just remember. She wants to be in the LCU because then she can officially pivot from any weight loss because no one over there really cares. They really don't. They really don't. Again, I want to repeat, Amberlynn, Rosie, FFG, and Shantel would make a very entertaining and problematic podcast. Truly, truly. Let's get back to Rosie.
And so she responded and said, I wasn't making fun of you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Hearing you cry makes me really sad. I'm truly sorry. And I responded back basically saying that through my trauma in my face, you had that shit so fast and lock and loaded to hurt me. And she said, I didn't have it locked and loaded. I'm sorry, though. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't thinking at all. So she apologized without any accountability.
Amber talking about she didn't have it locked and loaded. Yes, she did it. She didn't even think twice. Hold on. Let me see. Did I actually pull this up? Yes, I did. I want us to listen to that clip one more time. She didn't even wait to confirm which Rosie, and she was ready to go. One more time. Let's take a look at that clip.
Amber, I came up here to tell you something. I'm going to have somebody named Rosie on my stream on Thursday.
No.
Put your fucking hands down, stupid bitch. Who the hell's Rosie? What is she?
I don't know. She reached out to us and she said she has a bottom lore on you. I don't want to know your lore. I just want to know what it is that people hate about you. That's all.
Rosie was somebody that tried out for Bus. She was one of the finalists.
Rosie is an ex-feeder, so if you want to like have some lore, I have some lore about her too.
Wait, really?
Really?
She didn't even breathe before confirming. She didn't even take a breath.
Oh, she used to like get naked and like have food like this, like.
Wait, for real?
She made love fucking coconut cream pie. Got it.
Dude, damn, wait, hold up, pause, because this bitch came up on fucking Bus during the trials talking mad shit on you. And you're saying like
different Rosie. Are we talking about different Rosies?
Which Rosie are you talking about, Tina?
The Rosie I'm talking about is that.
That's not
all
the
I know
same
is she
one,
said,
you dumb bitch.
Is it?
Locked and loaded. But Amberlynn, that part, Judge Jamie, she expected accountability. Please. The thing with Rosie and a lot of the problematic creators that we cover and engage in their content, they think they're special. They think they're the exception. No, Rosie was never special. They didn't share a bond strong enough that Amberlynn would be genuine and not be a piece of shit to her. And she's learning it slowly, even though the signs were already there. Please.
No one. Anyway, that's part why I was involved in everything. I just wanted to address that at the top of the live. Oh my God. Hello. Hey, Amber. Thank you for the super chat. Wow. Thank you. I was not expecting that. But, yeah, no, she was blackmailing her in the live. It was horrible. But I want to thank you again, Amber. And yeah, I'm not going to be spilling your business, girl. That's not what I'm here to do. With our disagreements, like I told you in the conversation we had, I've always been honest with you, even if I was a bitch. I was always honest with you. So, yeah. And that's where I'm going to keep being at. I'm an asshole for ever giving her a chance. I'm an asshole for ever thinking that there was redemption there. I don't think that she's a cat killer. I don't think that she's the degree of a monster that a lot of people paint her out to be, but she sucks. And I'm pissed. And the only reason I'm not blocking her is because I want to prevent anything like this from happening again.
That caught me when she said she didn't even block her. So she still wants to be attached in some way. Because she made this statement, she's making it clear, or somewhat clear, but yet she's not blocking her for what to not happen again. Amberlynn is going to do and say whatever she needs to get a reaction out of people, to shit on whoever, but she's not blocking her. For what? I guess in the future, so Amber can reach out to confirm if she's talking shit. Please, be so fucking for real.
I never wanted to this. I never wanted any part of this. I never wanted to do this. I'm livid.
Or what did you do to Rosie? Holy man, she was screaming at you.
This was a super chat the same night that Rosie went live, and a lot of people were waiting for Amberlynn's response. This was her simple response.
Well, QuirkyLoveRosiee, when Queen said that Rosie wanted to go over there, I thought they were talking about her. So I just said, you know, some stuff that hurt her feelings, and she is upset with me. I apologize to her though, because I didn't realize it wasn't her. But yeah, I don't really want to go into it, honestly. If she's screaming at me, then okay, scream at me. I don't really know what else to say about it.
You got a lot of shit to say.
Because people are now.
That wasn't even a genuine apology. And the reason, I want to repeat, the reason she didn't know which Rosie they were referring to is because she was speaking over people, even when they were trying to correct her and let her know which Rosie it was, because it was Jersey Rosie, not QuirkyLoveRosiee. So even through all of that, that's the best she got.
Dragging me back into this shit that I've been trying to distance myself from, to a degree that was really upsetting. And really, the only thing I have left to say is, fuck this shit. I'm out. In my last live, the way I ended, what I said, I meant what I said. I'm out. I don't know what the degree of what's going on with Girl World.
So I go on to fucking Instagram tonight.
This is an older clip back in August when Amberlynn was talking to Rosie, and then I think during this conversation is when she found out about one of these snowflake interviews, I believe. I just want to include this. Just a reminder of how involved Rosie chose to be, but yet she's not involved now. The thing with Rosie, before we get to the clip, Rosie has a habit of saying, oh, she doesn't watch Girl World content. She doesn't watch reactors. But when she starts repeating certain things that have been going on, she'll say something like, oh, she saw a clip, she saw this. No, you're engaged. She's engaged. She just doesn't want to make it seem as though she's been keeping up and watching. I do wonder what creator or creators she's been watching, but she's engaged. It could be just Reddit as well, but please, she keeps up. She definitely keeps up. She just doesn't want it known, but we know. Please.
I replied to QuirkyLoveRosiee. I happened to click another message and they were like, you know who is talking to Snowflake? And I was genuinely so confused. I didn't know, you know who. I didn't know who that was. And I was like, there's no way it's fucking Tommy again. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's genuinely no way. Because she promised me she would stop this shit. Because she knew I wouldn't say anything. I was constantly just letting her say whatever the fuck she wanted. Haven't you guys noticed that I would never say anything? I just let her say whatever the fuck she wanted.
She apologized because I basically forced her to. She didn't apologize because she fucking meant it. She had nothing else to say. She knew how wrong she was. She made her apology about her own sadness.
And that's the same thing that Rosie will do. This is the same Rosie who somehow tried to make ice about her. That's what they do. They try to center themselves and make themselves a victim. But breaking news, apparently Amber needed space. So it sounds as though her and Emily the feeder, are not together. I guess this is a conversation that happened on bus tonight. I don't know if anyone's watching the stream, the local bus stream on the side, but apparently Amber needed space. I'm looking at what some of you guys are writing in the Amber thread in Discord. I'm going to keep looking at it, but that's interesting. That's interesting. And let's be real, they're not broken up, but I would love to see. I plan to watch that stream, obviously. We'll see. We will see. Exactly. For now. That, please. I wonder if there was any other emails between Rachel and Tommy. Just a quick reminder. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A mess. A mess. Back to Rosie.
Fuck this, man. You know,
I just want to read this comment that she's going to respond to. It was by not by viewer new name. My only opinion here is ALR coming to you, the one person who has been waveringly against Emily when she needs support against Emily, just her being her typical conniving and manipulative self. And Rosie's response to that is,
I can understand that perspective, new name. I'm not going to agree or deny at this point, but I understand, especially because last night, I mean, I know she's going through some shit, but I reached out to her because I wanted to talk to her. I needed to talk to her, and she didn't reciprocate the energy I had for her. Yeah, she told me that she's been watching me a lot. She told me that directly. And she did mention in her live semi-recently that she got angel hair Alfredo because I made it, you know. Inspiration is a form of flattery, I suppose, so I'm not like upset about it. I don't think it's like crazy. Yeah. That's more or less kind of what happened, Tiger, but again, she was like, we now know she was arguing with Emily last night when I reached out to her. So, I get it. She's going through a lot right now. So I'm not going to be like pressed that she didn't like talk to me last night. I talked to a different friend and they helped me through my moment. When it comes to Girl World,
real quick, Old Lady Pending, I thought that too. So I don't think that's the end of Rachel's emails with Emily. Otherwise, we'd see the bottoms in the screenshot. I thought that too. Hold on. There probably was a follow-up, right? I wonder what that... Do y'all think Emily sent Rachel more videos of her smoking? Since, Rachel did like that. You could only this is messy. I love it. This is so messy. Let me get to the word of support real quick. Cuckoo, thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Charlie. Just got here and saw you dragged Rachel. You made my day. Rachel dragged herself. Rachel, look at this. Rachel dragged herself because why? Why would she do this? Why on earth would she do this? Again, it seems like Emily initiated, but why would she do this? And thank you for the support, boo. Thank you. Because ain't no way in hell. Matt, thank you so much for the support. I got 99 chins and a neck ain't one. Oh, that could be the theme song for the podcast for, like, say if they did a Shantel and FFG episode, that could be the theme song that introduces their episode. I got 99 chins and the neck ain't one. Oh my God, that would be amazing, actually. Thank you for the suggestion. Again, 10%. 10% if that show launches, because it would be successful. All 4 of those train wrecks on one show, on overnight success. Just saying. Cuckoo, thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster Boo. Welcome. Valentina, Real Housebounds of YouTube, holding a burger instead of peach. The Real Housebounds of YouTube, yes. And then they hold a burger. Wait. Let me get my AirPods. These are AirPods, but who cares? They hold a burger out instead of a peach. Yes. I like that idea. But here's the thing though. So the way the cast picture would have to be, Shantel would have to be in her scooter. Rosie would have to be in her rollator. FFG would just come in with, her dusty ass clothes and Adidas and everything with the side ponytail. And Amber, I guess Amber could just waddle in because she seems to still be waddling. I'm trying to think. So it'd probably have to be FFG in the center, and she would kick up her feet the way she did in that fan picture with Shantel, and then Amber to the side of her. and then the Scooter and Roller. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of artists in the community, so you can put it together. But FFG would have to probably be in the middle. Yeah, because she's the smallest of them all, so she would have to be. But I like this. Real Housebounds of YouTube. Absolutely. We need a solid 2 seasons. We need a solid 2 seasons. Jax, thank you for the support. Amber was Winnie the Poohing in Tommy's bed in Wisconsin doing who knows what, girl. Keep in mind, Tommy's the one who said that she had to buy extra bleach or some shit to clean off the counters. That's another thing. You can never catch me back with somebody who ever said some shit like that about me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Winnie the Poohing. She went from waffle stomp claims and speculation to confirmed stories from past partners, to the point that Winnie the Poohing is something used to couldn't be me. And thank you, Jax Boo. Sarah, thank you for 2 months. Your teeth are gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you for 2 months of support. I appreciate you. Donna, thank you. Who would you paid money to see? Foodie running around the gas station or Rosie from The Bear? Shantel running around that gas station. Shantel running away from Natter in that gas station will always be the top of my list. Straight up. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Rosie running from the Bears, top 5. But today, still in 2026, Shantel being chased around a fucking gas station by a crackhead named Nader Oshami, absolutely. I will still pay for that footage. I just know it exists and I just need someone to drop it. I will personally pay for it. I don't do the real life thing, but that is somewhere where I would insert myself. I would pay for that footage. Yes, and I would post it on social media for free. Don't worry. And thank you for the support, boo. Cat Mom, my baby is asleep for the night and I'm sad. Also, as a proud Rachel, we don't claim her. I know a lot of y'all don't claim her. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. A shame. And thank you, boo. Frugality, thank you. They sell frog legs. At Nathan's in Coney Island. Oh, see, have I ever been to Coney Island? I don't think I've ever been to Coney Island. That's probably why it sounds foreign to me. But yeah, I ate frog legs. I enjoyed it. And thank you, boo. I think it is a lot. It's common. More common than I realized, at least back then. At least from what I see. Sarah, thank you for the support. Girl, FFG has moved all her money to Greece for beach retirement. Did she discuss that today? I don't know what you're referring to, so I don't know. Because I know her moving to Greece was a topic recently. But if she said that in her stream today, let me know. Because it only confirms some of the stuff that her brother been saying. Back to Rosie.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I had already distanced myself. I don't even know what's happening. It has been like 3 weeks since the last time I knew what the fuck Foodie was up to. And it's been the most freeing time of my life. I barely know what's going on with Amber, aside from a couple headlines from Reddit that I don't even really click on anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't care. The only reason I care is this has to do with me. And being accused of something I didn't fucking do. Dragging me back into the horrible reaction content, which I know that's what this moment is too. I'm not blind to that, but I have a right to respond and I have a right to do this. I do. And I'm not gonna leak all the fucking receipts that I have, but I am gonna play my own audio because those are my words, that's my reaction, and it's my right to share that.
I just want to remind y'all of something that Amberlynn said. I think it was a warning to Corky.
Entry in the pool is Rosie betrays you. Wait, what? My entry in the pool is Rosie betrays you. 10/11/25. So you think on October 11th, 2025, Rosie is gonna betray me? I think so, because I know things that she doesn't want the YouTubes to know. So it's like if she betrays me, it's like, why would you betray someone who knows like private stuff? Why would you betray a friend? I don't understand like the way that people think, you know?
A couple of things. Cam was instigating, mind you. That's the same Cam that we won't be discussing. Seeing that it didn't happen, Amberlynn didn't have to respond like that. And it sounds like Amberlynn and Rosie both have things over one another. But the fact that that was her first reaction and response to what was said, clearly there was no proof shown that Rosie was planning to do that. The fact that that was her response should have been enough for Rosie. Please. And she goes on to make excuses for that remark too.
So that was a really shitty thing that happened. I flip-flopped a lot between trying to ignore it, not responding at all, not talking about it in any capacity. But like, yeah. So that's my response. That's what happened. There's a lot that I know that confirms what everybody believes about her, and I'm just done. That's it. So that's it. I wanted an amicable, like, we were not like besties like a lot of people thought we were.
Why were you so mean to Corky last stream? Oh, speaking of, you guys hear that? That's called bare leg. So I was not mean to Corky. I would never be mean to Corky. But we're being gaslit by a bunch of people because people said that I was blackmailing her. What? We're both genuinely confused on that, but okay. I don't think people know what that word means, actually. You were pretty outwardly mean to her. See, that's how I know that like people are purposely trying to like it's very Team Corky, Team Amberlynn. It's very that, and we're not falling in that trap. We're personally not.
She said, we're not falling into that trap. Amberlynn said what she said the other day with ease. With ease. Keep in mind, that's in regards to what she had said about like, oh, you know, she pretty much has things over her. So she shouldn't be, you know, spilling tears saying anything about her. And we fast forward today, months later. And pretty much everything we thought would happen with this friendship is happening. One of the things that haven't happened yet, that a lot of us, you know, thought may happen is Emily getting with Rosie. For those who don't know some of Rosie's lore, and it has been proven, she tries to deny it. Rosie had for a long time had issues with Discord leaks. She's very messy in Discords, but for some reasons under the impression they'll never get out. At one point, one of her Discords before she shut it down, she was plotting on getting into Emily's DMs because she knew Emily liked very, very large women. And this was around the time that she was also a hate watcher of Amberlynn's. That got leaked. She was plotting different ways. A confirmed feeder, plotting different ways to get into Emily's DMs. I do not have those screenshots saved. This is before I chose to really start following Rosie and really collecting receipts, but I saw those for myself. What Rosie likes to do is say like, I never DM'd Emily, I never got in her DMs, when really what it is she was plotting in that Discord to get into Emily's DMs, and that is a fact. But she likes to twist that and say, no, I never got it. No, we're not saying you did, but you were plotting it in that Discord that you had to shut down and delete.
We were like amicable coworkers, especially after she said that nasty comment and I got in hot water because I was trying to be a friend.
Address the dickless man comment on Discord. Wait, I'm living.
So what Corky was referring to is around the time when the same one who's like, she doesn't fuck with transphobia and all that, started making excuses for what Amberlynn was being called out for. This is where I was mentioning in the beginning of the stream, the Zachary Michael video. that I was actually watching again. It's actually a very good video. Can one of my mods, if you can, go back in Zach's content and link that video? I should have had it ready. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. But Zach did a really good video breaking that down and the excuses that Rosie was making and the patterns that Rosie has when she will say, I'm an ally for this, I'm an ally for that, but she excuses it, number one, because she wanted to continue to get clout off of Amberlynn. And secondly, she was excusing it when it comes to potential dick, because at the time this is before that, she was talking to someone who ended up being a catfish, who would say transphobic and homophobic things in her chat. And instead of calling it out, she kind of skirted around it. So it's not the first time. And she actually made similar excuses when it comes to that. So if someone can find that, oh, hey, I know that's right. Zach said, I got it. Period. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a really great video. Please give it a watch, y'all. But this is what Rosie is referring to. And this is Amber addressing it and making excuses back then, because it was transphobic.
The side of the internet would not understand. The side of the internet would not understand. Why laugh about something someone was offended by? I don't know what's happening. I wasn't being transphobic. Okay, I guess now I can explain it, because now it wants to be turned into a transphobic thing. Sweetie is a girl who said when she was younger, she was in a relationship who she cheated on her boyfriend because she was fingered by a guy who got his penis cut off by a machine. It was an accident. He is not transgender, nothing like that. So no, that's not transphobic. It was a joke because I was supposed to be interviewed by Sweet Tea, and I was making a joke, and I said me and Sweet Tea have a lot of things in common. I was also fingered by a dickless man. It was supposed to be a pun, a joke. It was supposed to be funny. It was nothing, because that's never happened to me. So there was nothing transphobic about that. God, people are so dumb.
And
now, I didn't clip all of it just for the sake of time. Again, I highly recommend you watch Zach's video for full context. Even in this clip or this time where Amberlynn was trying to explain that transphobic comment away, she said something to the effect of, it's not transphobic. I was talking about a real man or an actual man or something like that. And it's just like, oh, are trans men not men? Like, even in her explanation, she actually ended up being transphobic. I once again want to repeat, Zach did a great full body video on it that breaks it down. Rosie's excuses, Amberlynn's past with transphobia. The reason I mentioned earlier when it comes to genitals, like we've been noticing these days on the, local bus, Amberlynn focuses a lot on genitals. Zach actually gives a bit of background with Amber and her past transphobic comments and views towards transphobia and genitals. And when I heard Zach say that, I'm like, oh yeah, she did used to be hyper focused on genitals. And she's really hyper focused on genitals now, being on local bus. That's interesting. Watch Zach's video. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I mismanaged myself, and quite frankly, in that period, I was making a lot of mistakes, but that was one of them. And when I distanced myself, it was like as soon as that happened, she stopped pretending to care to act like a friend to me. So, yeah. I think my big point, like pain point with that, is when it comes to like her ex and stuff and what she's involved with and what she does. I'm being vague though, just to be kosher with the live. But I don't know if that was intentionally used against me to have someone on her side or not. I don't at this point, with what happened after the most recent live last night, I feel pretty stupid. I don't know. It's confusing. But yeah. And I've been quiet about how I felt about her for a while. So anyway, I need to clean. I mean, I've been doing some cleaning, but this present moment, my kitchen is not stellar. I wanted to clean.
Sorry for the delay. I wanted to peek into Locale Bus to see what was going on. And K. Diddy's up there currently going on a whole rant about friendships or some shit. Hold on, let's just peek in real quick and then I'll close out the stream. One thing about K. Diddy, he gonna make an appearance and have a whole monologue ready to go. Nobody fucking asked for you, sir. Go away. But now we gotta listen to his ass. Hold on. Let me get this pulled up. 1 second. Let me get this pulled up.
But I didn't know who did it.
Yeah. Ever donated or anything, ever
Getting called.
you're gonna get fucked by him. Also, I hate it because I don't know. You know, shit like this just reminds me of like the bullshit Rostov pulled. You know, he did the whole disappearing act, and then like a community post goes up. But again, you know, he could be just sick. You guys got to take into consideration. Maybe he is sleeping in a hospital bed for hours and hours a day to get better. You know.
Yeah.
I really don't think he would lie about being sick.
Literally, like they wanted me to stay an extra month and put a fucking port in my neck, and I still contacted you. So I don't see why you can send one message in 2 days.
Yeah, that lice looks crazy. Keem, how do you feel about the fact that Scooter deleted DMs with this the tractor guy, the one that made the fake Snapchat photos for Boogie's cheating fiance scandal? He said that Scooter went in and deleted a message saying that he didn't trust Amberlynn Reid, that she's gonna snake the LCU, and he can't stand the idea of working with her, being associated with her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's tough.
But
Why
again,
didn't get you talk to anybody instead?
Here's the number one problem. The problem is nobody listens to Keemstar. All right. Why the fuck is Scooter airing out all his personal opinions to a fucking fan? Like, I'm sorry, all you motherfuckers that just add fans in the Discord, you are actual retards. Sweet Tea's done it. She got fucked by them all. All right. Fupa's probably doing it right now. Has a bunch of people.
That's enough of that. I keep forgetting too, their favorite word over there is the R word. So we're just gonna, you know what? That's enough of that. Yep, that's K. Diddy's on a little rant. Let him go. You said break, I said no, and took you off my TV. I have a contractor working on my house. They could have maybe enjoyed it. They would have asked questions, I'm sure. But they might have enjoyed it. You never know. Run that clip back and just see what their thoughts are. You never know. They'd go home and talk about you. Don't do that. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much, Boo. The fan blowing on Rosie needs to be a gift. It is really good. Like, it's a whole mood. And one thing about Rosie, she is going to constantly have that fan on. It doesn't matter what the weather is outside, what the weather is in that dirty ass house. She's going to have the fan on. Keep in mind, she hasn't been providing content, hasn't been going live, hasn't been doing anything. But the thing that stays consistent is that dirty ass house. If y'all saw the back, the kitchen, while she was going on and on and on, not one thing clean. She has a lot more time on her hands, but yet not cleaning a fuck thing. It's interesting. Very interesting. Snarky Librarian, thank you so much for joining the Go Cluster. Welcome. C Giggity, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Had fusion back surgery, needed this laugh, y'all. Baby, I hope, wishing you a speedy healing. Can y'all throw some love in the chat for C Giggity if you haven't already? Wishing you a speedy recovery, boo. Jax, I saved this comment. Charlie, I love you, so I'll allow a throuple of me, you, no Landria. or I'll be the side chick. Whatever she's offering, I'm taking. I just ask for Thursday through Sunday. Jax, if we can agree Thursday through Sunday, you got a deal. Again, Nick, if you fuck up, oh my God, it'll be probably one of the biggest fuck ups of the century. Genuinely. Nick will never see this, but just in case there's a chance Nick sees this, if you drop the ball on Olandria, I'm coming through. I will cash out part of my 401k to propose to her. We are meant to be. She just doesn't know it yet. She just doesn't know it. But the day her and I lock eyes, again, I will bark on command. Shit, I'll sound like a frog if she asks me to. But yeah. Mercury, legends tell there's still chocolate stuck in her folds to this day. I know you're referring to Rosie. Could you actually? No, I could imagine. That's the sad part. No, I feel like Jeff probably got the rest out. Jeff sounded like a nasty, nasty man. He probably got every bit of whatever was left over and then some. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's probably pieces of Jeff stuck in her folds till this day. Yeah. Or Jeff's sister, because I keep forgetting she slept with Jeff and Jeff's sister. That's crazy. That's still crazy. For anyone who's not aware of Rosie's lore, she used to be obsessed with this dude she was dating briefly. She met him through his sister after having a threesome with the sister's boyfriend, and then they passed her off to Jeff. The sister passed her off to her brother, and then she started sleeping with the brother. Yeah. I wanted to see it work out only to see how Thanksgiving would work out. But Jeff actually ended up being a disgusting human being. And I was so happy to not have to talk about him any further because his past is very disgusting. Keep in mind, Rosie tried to excuse it. Camp, thank you. Keem is a modern day carnival barker. He's such a lame. I don't get what people see in him because you could tell he has somewhat of a cult following. I don't know where this respect comes from. Maybe it's because he's been a creator for so long, but he's a fucking clown and disgusting. Grace, thank you for 6 months. This show is so creepy. Yes, Keemstar Digital Circus, that part. Auntie Crazy, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you to the new members. Enjoy. Please get in Discord. I actually want to see. Before I go, I want to see if anyone's streaming. I don't think anyone is. And that's no pressure to the mods, obviously. No pressure to the mods. You know what I'm going to do? You guys have been very generous this stream. Thank you so much for all the support. I actually, to my mods, I'm dropping a Discord link with 10 people. We're not hacked. I'm just dropping it in chat. Give me 1 second. So to anyone who's not in Discord, anyone who's not a member, I'm going to drop this link in chat. Just grab it when you're ready. You know, so crazy. I was about to drop it in the wrong fucking chat. I kid you not. I was about to drop it in the Locale Bus chat. Could you fucking imagine me dropping that in the wrong chat? How embarrassing. Because I didn't remember that it was still going. Let me drop that in my chat. Not the folk. Oh, God. I'd be so. I do not need a whole bunch of people that are real comfortable with slurs just jumping in my Discord. No, thank you. All right, dropping it now, y'all. All right, I dropped it. And thank you again for all the support, y'all. Thank you. It means everything. Let me see. Amber needs space. Do Oklahomans have to evacuate? Now, you know she's going to walk this right on back. I think she just doesn't know how to respond to the recent emails. Again, I didn't see it for myself, so I would love to see how she responded to that and if she gave a reason to why she needs space. And I hope one of the hosts leaned in, but I have a feeling they didn't with all the coddling they've been doing. Donna, thank you so much, boo. Do you see my first super chat? But do you see my first super chat? But would you pay to see Rosie running? Oh no, I thought I answered. I would pay. I'd rather pay to see Shantel. I'd rather pay to see Shantel running around that gas station. Honestly, if both footage was available, sure. But let's be for real. That Rosie story was a whole last lie. The Shantel one, no. I would pay disgusting money to see that. And I would want rights to it, copyrights, all of that, like no lawsuits. Ugh. Oh, Ducky, do me a favor. Ducky, if you're on social media, if you're on Twitter, if you don't mind, DM me. If not, just email me. Just email me. Ducky, you've been around for a minute. It's okay. Just email me. Yeah, if you the Discord is for second and third tier members, but I try to make sure I drop links here and there just because listen, times are hard. Not everybody can afford a membership, and I appreciate all the support that I get. Actually, let me just drop another one. I feel bad. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. And remember, mods, nothing's wrong with the Discord. Nothing's wrong with the Discord whatsoever. I'm gonna drop another one. Y'all get in there. And Ducky, if you don't get one, remember, reach out to me, please. Okay. Believe it or not, wait, no. Hey, babe, it's okay, boo. Hey, babe. Believe it or not, on YouTube, I couldn't understand anything about Discord when I first joined. I couldn't understand anything. I'm not saying I'm an expert now, but over time it gets easier to understand. And for a long time, I didn't want to understand Discord because of all the drama that I used to hear comes from Discord. But it truly comes down to the type of community you attract. That's why I'm so grateful for my Discord. I have a huge Discord, and my Discord is dope as fuck, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Let me see if there's anything else going on. I probably won't stream the Locale Bus episode from tonight, only because there's only like 40 minutes left. But if I have time tomorrow, just keep your notifications on in Discord. I'll just stream it in Discord because I really don't know what it's about. And it's getting late, and I want to actually, I definitely want to actually go make dinner and see if there's anything else popping off on social media. Actually, before I go, let me just double check. I don't think anything else is going on. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who showed up, showed out. I really, 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 really appreciate y'all. Get in Discord if you're not in it. Genuinely, I know it's my Discord, so it comes off bias, but genuinely that Discord flows even without my presence. Like literally there's times I'm working all day and I come in and there's just dope conversations happening. I feel like there's something in there for everyone. And yes, we get messy because hello, this community is a drama community, but it's a space that I'm very grateful is able to exist without like a lot of the extra disgusting shit that I see within the community. So I appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed anything about the stream, please consider leaving me a like. Please engage in the comments. It's great for the algorithm. Keep your notifications on because I'll be right back this weekend. Later, y'all. And thank you for everything. I appreciate y'all.
Cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. I'm losing my mind maybe a little bit. Sorry, it's gonna be fine. I'm manipulative, okay? Keep it up. You already look bad. So I just don't understand. Like, that's not gonna hurt nobody. I'm also delulu. I'm also like fat. I'm also like narcissistic. Like, I'm all the bad things. It's fine. Just come for me. It's fine. Like, I will be fine. Turn down for what? Yeah, for real, for real. Okay.